Well, Arsenal are through to the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. That is the most important bit of it all. And I think most of you are really excited as to why this is going to happen in this beautiful way of Arsenal. Brentford 0, Arsenal 1, and they're going to secure their plot into the next round. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I ignore by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Huge day for Arsenal, having drawn with Tottenham Hotspur 2-2 via the weekend. All they needed was to get this win, because if at all Arsenal went ahead to obviously lose this game or be knocked out on this phase, I think when you're doing the match preview of Arsenal versus Bournemouth tomorrow, would have gone ahead obviously coming through and say that Arsenal have gone ahead obviously drop in form, lost to Brentford and drew with Tottenham Hotspur, meaning that they've gone ahead to overcome all the negative talk, because they've gone ahead to obviously rest some players. That is William Saliba, Fabio Vieira. I've not seen them travel with the team. Jesus, Zinchenko, and Martin Odegaard were onto the bench. But it was good to see that some minutes were given to Emile Smith-Rowe, one of the players that really performed very well today. He obviously had a chance to make it 2-0 after Reiss Nelson really scored from that well-guided assist from the man himself, that is Edin Ketia, and obviously the goalkeeper obviously denied him to obviously put that ball into the back of the net. But this is how knockout tournaments are really played. If you think that you're going to come to play to impress to win the tournament, then you're not going to win it. You know, you cannot play that football like I possess, like you play in the league. Knockout tournaments are played differently, and I know very many Arsenal fans will say, we've gone ahead to win, but we're not going ahead to play very well. Guys, where was it written that every game of football is supposed to win? You're supposed to win. You are supposed to win it very well. Look at Real Madrid, the formula in which they won 3 Champions League trophies under Zinedine Zidane. Were they the best footballing side in the world? No way, they were not. But they could obviously raise up to the occasion and raise moments of brilliance through Cristiano Ronaldo, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, Karim Benzema, Vinicius Jr. That's what they had to do. And let no one lie to you that they will deny you a trophy depending on how you've gone ahead to play. If you want to obviously come in through and win these trophies, you have to obviously mind your time. You know, get the first goal, because you're playing away from home. You are not at Emirates, because if Arsenal went a goal down at the Brentford Stadium, it would have been hard for them to come back, because Brentford we're having close to, is it 17,000 fans rocking in that stadium. That is it. So for me, I think Arteta's gonna have to pass the test. Last time in the Carabao Cup, that is last season, he was not given a chance because Brighton came in at the Emirates and knocked him out 3-1. This time around is going to hit knock out Brentford and is through to the next round. And this is good news to players like Emile Smith-Rowe, Reiss Nelson, Sago Jr., Jakub Kiwior, Tommy Yasu, and very many others, because if they keep in this tournament, they are now guaranteed of enough playing time as a team of Arsenal. That is because there is another extra game that Emile Smith-Rowe, Reiss Nelson, Jakub Kiwior have to go on and prove to the manager that we are really good enough. So, but for Reiss Nelson, I really loved the way he did his job today. He was really so much composed, and the way he really took that into the back of the net was obviously great, because by the time Nketiah sat off the defender and then did a cutback cross to find Reiss Nelson, there was a defender trying to obviously block that ball to reach Reiss Nelson. Guess what Reiss Nelson does? Reiss Nelson just takes her time, lets the ball come to him, he takes it onto his strong foot and really directs it in the back of the net, something that obviously saw Arsenal get a lead. And it was really an early lead, and it was around the 8th minute that Arsenal really went ahead to get the lead. But Brentford just went ahead to press Arsenal, and Ramsdale, guys, Ramsdale, I think he has gone ahead to put in what we call a man of the match performance. If at all you don't know, then you better know that Ramsdale has gone ahead to put in what we call a man of the match performance, because he put out close to 4 quality saves. 4 quality saves that kept Arsenal into this game. Though Reiss Nelson had a chance to obviously make it 2 for Arsenal, and the left bottom post denied him, and and which other player? Emily Smith-Rowe. But this side of Brentford really had balls that could go in, but Aaron Ramsdale came in through and lived up to the occasion and gave him a goal to obviously see to it that he gets it to where it deserves to be in there for you. And it was really a very good show off for Brentford. But you know, in such tournaments, it's all about what you have at the end of the game. And Arsenal's gonna hate to continue its tendency of keeping clean sheets away from home. They've only kept one clean sheet at home, and it was against PSV in the Champions League. But away from home, this is the third in a row when they're really playing away from home. Now, the first clean sheet was kept at Crystal Palace. They won it by 1-0. Everton, they won it by 1-0. And today they've gone ahead to knock out Brentford by winning the fixture by 1-0. What does that mean? It obviously shows you that it obviously shows you that Arsenal have mastered the art of winning away from home. Keep it tight at the back. After keeping it tight, get it where you want to be. And let me talk about Jakub Kiwior. Now, I'm one of those who told you that Jakub Kiwior will one time come in through and obviously bench Gabriel Magalhaes. And I know that time is going to come. It has not yet come, but I know with time, Jakub Kiwior will obviously put himself into that mix. Why? You've seen the ball he swept off the line when he was switched into the central defense, and he really put in a lot of effort and energy. You know, blocks, and his elite passing from the back. He's really a hard guy, and he is now showing us that he's ready to come in and put in a fix to play into the Premier League. But even his counter partner, that is Gabriel Magalhaes, he put in a shift that no one can really undermine on the night. It was really great for him. He obviously had lots of things to do into that game, and he put in lots of blocks and lots of passes. Headers won, the ground and air duels he won were really unbelievable, and he was absolutely world class on the night. So that is it coming in from the guy. And when you look at how Jorginho came in through and obviously controlled that midfield, this is what I told you when Arsenal drew with Spurs, that there is no way you can keep a good player on the bench and expect him to come in through and really act instantly. Have you seen what Jorginho has gone ahead to play today? He has controlled that midfield, put a couple of passes there, and he obviously had what we call the composure and connected the midfield to the attack every time he obviously got that chance. So it shows you that you just have to get it well and master the tactics. And Arteta needs to really start acting like he's really new on the job, like he doesn't know how players are being rotated. Look at Man City. They go ahead and rotate their players every time, you know. Now, let's talk about the substitutes. I think he got it right. He got it right because he first brought on Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus, you know. Then Ben White was taken off because he was not obviously really performing well and was on a yellow card. Then Tomiyasu went to the right back, Jakub Kiwior and Gabriel Magalhaes into the central defense. Zinchenko played as the left back for the side of Arsenal. Then he got in Odegaard and Elneny. That was a very good substitution. Then Cedric Soares came in through and he shifted to a back three, something that I really felt like it was really good, because at that moment all what Arsenal needed was to keep a clean sheet. You know, there are sometimes you have to read this and obviously know that the game cannot go anywhere further into our favor, and all we have to do is simple. Let's keep it tight and see to it that we obviously win or protect our win, and that's what Arsenal really did. Great. Now, Brentford had 13 shots, Arsenal had 10. Brentford had 4 shots on target, and all those 4 shots on target were really killer, and we are saved by Aaron Ramsdale. Then Arsenal had 3 shots on target, and they really had to score one and make it count. 40% ball possession by Brighton. Arsenal had 60% of the possession. 396 passes completed by Brentford. Arsenal completed 601 passes. 74% passing accuracy by Brentford. Arsenal had 86% passing accuracy. 7 fouls by Brentford and 2 fouls by Arsenal. 0 red cards for both sides. 5 yellow cards, 5 offsides to to Brentford and 0 offsides to Arsenal. 1 corner to Brentford and 3 corners to the side of Arsenal. That has seen Arsenal book their place into the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. But I would like to hail Reiss Nelson. Reiss Nelson has shown us that when he gets a chance to score, he can obviously put that ball into the back of the net. In this game, he's going to have to get 2 chances and has going to have to utilize 1, and the other one was denied by the bottom post. So thank you guys for watching through. Tell me your thoughts about this fixture. Had gone for an Arsenal win 2-1, but Arsenal have going to have to obviously make a clean sheet out of this, and hope you guys are really going to react into the comment section below. Guys, let's call it a day, and I'm returning with the player ratings. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. Arsenal have gone ahead to edge Brentford at the Brentford Community Stadium, and it's now Brentford out and Arsenal through to the next round. Man City is still struggling, and Newcastle is leading by 1-0, and the referee is soon blowing the last whistle, and Chelsea looks like they're going to get their first win of the season.